Well, praise the Lord, everybody. Welcome to On Point once again, the number one Saturday morning Christian-based call-in talk show in America, live every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on any smart device at David G. Evans, the number one, at David G. Evans 1. So honored that you've taken the time to join us again. We look forward to another stimulating conversation, always talking about those things that are going on nationally, internationally, and locally. Our callers are calling from around the country, so we get the local blend as well as bringing in the politics of the nation and events that are going on around the world. You can give us a call, toll free, 866-743-8267, 866-743-8267. We'd love to talk to you, 866-743. Is it Evans?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
743 Evans. Give us a call. We love to talk to you. We love our first-time callers, our legacy callers. Also, we're going to be calling in shortly, but we want to have a relevant conversation with you around the things that are subjects that are going on right now in your life, but always from a biblical perspective. Our goal, one of our goals, is to create an Issacharian mindset. The Bible talks about the sons of Issachar. Based on the Word of God, they understood the times and they knew how to react. The Bible says they knew what to do. So that's where our goal is, that you would understand the world that you're living in, but at the same time see it from a biblical perspective so you can know that the truth. We were talking in our shepherd's class last night about how the Bible says the worlds were framed by the Word of God. Worlds were framed by the Word of God, held together, formed, things put in place by God's Word. Understanding that that system has been created. God created a structure, not one to intimidate us, but He's given us dominion and authority within that structure. So you and I can manage our lives, manage those lives of those who we're assigned to love, but also get the best out of life. Not just living, but abundant life is what Jesus promised. So if you want to talk about something today, we'd love for you to call us, 866-743-8267, 866-74-EVANS. Give us a call. We love talking to you. Good morning, Pastor Nick.
Good morning.
What's going on? We got a lot going on around, man.
Yeah.
We had our Harvest Pastors meeting last night, well attended. We talked about the structure and system that God has created called the kingdom. And how His Word are the pathways, the way to tap into the flow of the kingdom. So the pastors were really, we talked about being authentic and, resisting comparing ourselves with other people in a negative way.
Yeah.
And I think they got it going on. We were glad to see our new pastors were on.
Good.
And I don't know where we're going to start today.
Yeah.
It's
hot week this week.
Yes, it's been the elections. I think we started talking about that last week, and I'm always amazed is how when one party wins, it's a referendum, but when the opposite party wins, it's not a referendum. When I hear stuff like that, I wonder if they actually are convinced, based on our behavior, that the electorate will just believe anything they say. I wonder if they have figured out that the American voter is not a thinking voter. So is that why, if things don't impact us personally, we're not conscious of the severity of them?
Yes.
Okay.
And I heard somebody say, and I've heard a few people say this, the thought is, well, let's give it a try because in 2 or 4 years we can turn it around.
That's a long time.
That's a long time. And what somebody can do in 2 and 4 years, you may not be able to change the effects of it until 20, 50 years later.
Right.
It takes time.
Yes.
But that thought of, let's give it a try, let's make it work.
That doesn't make sense.
I know it doesn't.
Why would you try something harmful?
Yeah.
I just was talking to the pastors last night, and the Bible is pretty clear in Proverbs that faith and caution are appropriate. Bible talks about in the New Testament, if you want to build something, count the cost first.
Yeah.
I don't understand how people can decide that, okay, 2 years without food stamps is okay.
Well, they never think it's going to be them.
Let's just see if that works out.
Yeah.
2 years without a job is going to be okay. Let's see how that works out.
They never think it's going to be them.
It's incredible to me.
It is. But I was talking to somebody today about the New Jersey governor race, kind of the overall big thing.
Yeah.
That they're willing to vote for a certain one or two things,
right,
and will excuse all this other stuff, or lose all these other things just so they can have one or two things that they find the most important.
So people are finding out that perspective is very expensive.
Yes, very.
Because I don't like this. I'm still amazed that people didn't. I think they know now that the ACA and what they call Obamacare are the same thing.
Yeah.
So people that actually had the ACA were saying abolish Obamacare. But the politicians that are trying to abolish it understand that a lot of people, because it's Obamacare, think it ought to be banished.
Yep.
And they're all for it until they figure out, wait a minute, my mother got kicked off, my grandmother got kicked off, I'm getting kicked off. But I voted for Obamacare to be eliminated, not the ACA. That consciousness just, it feels willfully ignorant to me.
Yep.
Or are you so intent on the emotion that supports your objection that you can't see far enough to say, I'm getting ready to cut my nose off to spite my face?
Yeah. So intent on against this,
yes,
that you don't care about what's going on.
And that's I've seen that happen.
Yeah. Oh, we on a relational level, it just brings up, this may seem tangential, but it fits in. How many times have we told somebody, don't date that person?
Right.
Don't marry that person.
That's right.
And they do everything in their power, go through hell to prove you wrong.
Right.
Because they got to make a point.
And finally, when they're all legs broken, neck broken, I should have listened to you. Decisions cost.
Yeah.
Decisions are very costly. And I find that the voice of our desire can be overwhelming. The voice of our own desire can be extremely overwhelming. The voice of our own anger can be extremely overwhelming until we can hear nothing else but the sound of our own voice.
Yeah. Yeah. And can't hear, can't see. You know, even we talked about a Bible study a couple of times. You always make sense to you. Until somebody else, till it comes out your mouth for the most part.
Absolutely.
If you got any sense at all.
Absolutely.
As it's coming out your mouth, something should say, that sounds crazy.
That's true.
It should.
But some people it doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't, yeah.
And that is someone that's speaking for confirmation from the hearer.
Right.
Maybe someone will go, because when I talk to this political landscape has caused a fracture in a lot of, I don't know what to call them, relationships anymore, but in a lot of associations.
Yes.
Caused a lot of fractures, a lot of associations. And when I'm talking to people who have a different politic than I do, most of what they say to me is what they feel. And I also found that they're repeating things they've heard, not things they've researched, not things they have thorough knowledge of, but whatever is heard. Like I was dealing with a contractor one time, and he started talking about the mainstream media, the mainstream media. And I said, so what is the mainstream media? And he went blank. I said, so you're repeating something you heard, not something you know. And he was passionate about what he was saying. And then I personalized the conversation. And he told me, COVID was all hyped up by the mainstream media. Now watch this next sentence. but could you pray for my sister?
Yeah.
She's in ICU with COVID. So I couldn't resist. I said, so you don't really believe she's ill then?
Right.
Oh, yeah, she's in ICU, and they're not sure she's going to make it. I said, but you said it was a hoax.
Right. Yep.
So my point is repeating things and having no logical progression to what's coming out of their mouths and their reality. It's crazy.
It is. And that's the problem with only watching or listening to one view of something. If all you watch is Fox News or all you watch is MSNBC or CNN,
It's slanted.
you're going to be slanted the whole time.
Yeah.
Their goal, I hate to say it, but we know it, a lot of media is not meant to tell you truth. It's meant to keep you watching.
Absolutely.
Which is to keep everything polarizing.
Absolutely.
Because it's all about making more money
Good
and more
news
eyes.
doesn't get ratings.
Thank you. Why do you think so many people don't subscribe to the Wall Street Journal or to, certain those type Bloomberg or those type of things? Because it's a lot of reading, in-depth stuff.
I'd rather hear it than know
I'd rather hear it than know it.
Yep.
What I want to hear, not
Absolutely.
the opposite.
Something to affirm, confirm my feeling.
Yes.
Because when I tell you 70, 80%, maybe 90% of the conversation I'm having comes down, I feel as though.
Yeah.
And then once you bring that out, you're telling me how you feel. What do you know?
Right.
Disrupts the whole conversation.
Because they can't articulate it's instead of just admitting and owning up, hey, this guy is going to keep America the way I want it, even at the cost of my benefit.
Absolutely.
Just say that. Even though it's crazy, I'd much rather be honest and say,
honest. That's too honest.
I don't want these people having more than me or da-da-da-da-da.
That's too honest.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid.
Yeah.
That's what it really is.
Yeah. Because I don't understand how you come up the hard way and then resent people that are in the position you used to be in.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, some people actually hate the parents they have because of what they came from.
Yeah.
I understand our vice president, I didn't know this until recently, the rumor is that he's changed his name 3 times.
I didn't know that. Interesting.
But also, there's this buzz that they think that him and Charlie Kirk's widow are going.
Everybody.
Yeah. And just, I wonder what he's willing to give up to run for president.
That's the thing. We'll see. Look, all I know is this.
Yeah.
I don't know people personal stuff. Something could happen behind the scenes that we don't know about.
Right.
All I know is this. If I ever hug a woman on stage and she grabs the back of my head during the hug,
something else going on.
My wife is going to come.
Oh.
something
not coming after her, coming after you.
Oh, no, because I let it happen.
Yeah.
Now, if I stopped it and was like, yo, chill out.
Yeah,
No.
But he also had his hand on her hip.
Yeah.
That looked, and I'm not a guy that reads into stuff like that, but that looked a little too intimate to me.
Yeah.
You've
hugged like this before.
Yeah. That wasn't the first time.
Yeah. But we've seen him make adjustments. How you write a whole book about the hardship of your growth.
Right.
And you grew up just like people of a different skin color than you. And then marry a woman of a different skin color than you. Then all of a sudden, Trump was he called him Hitler and all this other stuff. Am I right?
I remember.
Called him all this stuff.
All kind of names.
But for politics and power.
Gave it up. But why do you think the American public accepted that switch?
That's a big confirmation because he's on our side. There's no logic behind it. It's all emotion. Now, without Trump, I don't think he would have won.
So I just forget what you said, or I'm willing to push it aside.
Yeah.
Because my vote is for this guy, and I'm willing to ignore the fact that you're duplicitous at the least.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hate to say it, some evangelical pastors do that.
Some.
I mean, there are those who are speaking out, but a lot of them.
I was surprised that, but then, and I know this is not a popular thing to talk about, when the racial division became evident when it became evident among the evangelicals, evident among the faith camp. When and the faith camp thing I'm a little more familiar with.
Yeah.
Because the children in the faith camp grew up as babies playing on the floor at the conventions together. And then they got to be teenagers. And some of the leadership started saying, you guys need to separate.
Yeah.
So we're cool with you playing on the floor when you're in diapers. But now that you're getting older, we're not cool with that.
We're not mixing anything, yeah.
And Dr. Price and a couple other people came out very strongly about it, because I believe that some of the African-American pastors in the faith camp had put their heart in to the faith movement, had been blessed by the faith movement, and did not know that their contribution was just monetary.
Yep.
They had to be disappointed.
And we saw, for the faith camp, we saw that more the reform side. A lot of the blacks that were in, like Lecrae and a bunch of other people that were in those camps.
Lecrae was in there?
Lecrae was, yeah.
Was he?
Yeah, the rapper. He was packing those places out. But once Trayvon Martin happened, and he talked about, how it was as a black man in the country, they all start to shun him. And a lot of those black pastors that were in that movement, when the racial part started to come up, they start having issues. They found out, you're okay with us as long as you stick to Christianity the way we want. And if you fit into our system. But once you break it.
That's amazing.
So it's common across the board, that's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
It's just.
This is On Point, the #1 Saturday morning Christian-based call-in talk show in America, live every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Any smart device at David G. Evans, the #1. 866-743-8267-866-74-EVANS. Give us a call. We've got Tom, and we just lost Scott. Tom, how you doing this morning?
Hey, Tom.
Good morning, Bishop.
How you doing, man?
Pastor Nick, how you?
What's up?
What's going on
I'm
in
just wondering if
Florida,
you
man?
Bishop, it was a little cold. It was like 40-something degrees Monday night.
Wow. You guys had to turn the heat on?
I don't know. You know what? I didn't even look if I have a heater.
Yeah, that's right. A lot of houses don't have heaters.
They don't have heat?
No, they don't have heaters.
No, I know the air conditioning unit has a wire in it that'll heat up, but I'm not bothered with it.
You had to boil some water on the stove?
Right. Turn the oven on. Turn the oven on.
Old days. Hey, Bishop, you guys got some popcorn? The reason I'm asking, so you can sit back and watch the movie with Mary, Miss Green and the president calling her a lunatic last night.
Oh, yeah.
Now, to me, that's what he's always thought. Except she was saying the right thing, so she was an acceptable lunatic.
Yes.
But I believe that's what he's always thought.
Yep.
As long as he could use her, it's cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know what they expect. Well, you just made the Laura Ingraham inference. What they expect from females. They've got to basically betray who they are to support them. And obviously, the people in D.C. know a little bit more than we do.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't know what they expected the women to do. Just say, okay, you guys can do all this stuff. These people can do all these things, and I'll still support you. They're standing on what I think is something they can't get away from, and that's their own womanhood.
Yeah.
And then they've got daughters and stuff. So, but then I saw a lady yesterday. She was kind of lukewarm on it. She's got 2 girls, and she was still kind of lukewarm on it.
Yeah, some of them are reared in that craziness.
So, Tom, is it true?
Yes.
Is it true that in Florida there's a dramatic shift in some of your local elections?
Yes, I'm telling you, if Democrats put both their feet in, we could do something down here.
Really?
I really believe so. Especially South Florida, and maybe even Central. Up north is definitely a lot more Republican.
Okay.
But if you can get the Cubans out of the way down here in Miami-Dade, you can pretty much, I believe, sweep things up. And I still don't understand the Cuban vote, because they're voting for Castro again if you're voting for Trump. What I mean is you're voting for a dictator, and but it's your dictator, I guess. That's the difference.
So, Tom, are you saying that the Cubans aren't convinced yet?
No, I'm not sure.
Okay, because
you know what? We'll see next election.
I hear the Venezuelans are convinced.
Oh, definitely.
But I can't see how the Cubans could possibly think that they're not Cuban.
Yeah, and I think the things they're doing now with ICE, just like they're treating the Haitians, Cubans that are coming over on the boats now, they used to get preferential treatment, aren't getting it like they used to. Because, you know, if you go 2-3 years ago, Haitians come, they're gone. Cubans come, as long as they made it to the beach, they were okay.
Really?
Yeah, so it's kind of changing now. So I think it's going to slap them in the face with that. Yeah, if Haitians got caught, no matter if they were on the beach or not, they were going back.
Okay.
But Cubans, once they made land, they had some other rights. I don't know if it was because it was negotiated, but they weren't sent back immediately.
Wow.
Yeah. And Bishop, did you see this? Wall Street Journal said there's 1,670 times President's name was mentioned in the emails. Out of 20, he's mentioned more in these emails than any one person.
So how's he going to say?
This is from the Wall Street Journal.
How's he going to say he doesn't know the guy? And he wasn't around him that much.
Now he's claiming as of yesterday he wants the Department of Justice to research more Epstein to find Clinton and everybody else. So he's trying to.
He's trying to.
J.P. Morgan.
Yeah. He's trying. That's just smoke screen.
Yeah.
Because the deal is, I heard something yesterday where they had this program that went through all the emails, and they put a dot down for every time that one of the major figures was mentioned. Mm-hmm. And some people had 2, some people had 4 dots, mm-hmm. and then they say our president had something like 1,200 dots.
Mm-hmm.
But historically, he distances himself from people that he had relationship with. That it was like with Cohen. Mm-hmm. At one point, he said he didn't know him that well.
Yep.
You know, he might have done some work for us. Mm-hmm. You know, so his pushing away tactic causes him to say things with documentation contradicting it multiple times.
Multiple times, yeah.
I would think 1,200 mentions. Strangers don't write.
1670.
How many?
1670.
Well, 1,600 mentions in emails is not a stranger.
No, not at all.
It's not somebody you're unfamiliar with.
Yeah, and pictures too.
Oh my.
And videos. I mean, that's
true.
I mean, you know.
They hung out.
Yeah, right.
I want to know something. How do you think?
Some of the new videos are unbelievable.
Tom, how do you think Sister Trump is managing this stuff?
Well, I don't think she stayed at the White House since she's been a first lady.
She's not there?
I've heard that.
I don't think so. And I think secretly, I think they have an understanding. I could be wrong.
Okay.
But, you know, I remember the first go-around.
I think they have a deal.
Yeah.
I think some money's on the table and she's doing the minimum because you don't see her much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you say she goes.
Oh, in the first go-around, she definitely didn't stay there. She wouldn't hold his hand. I think she's a lot more responsive to him now, and I think they've made some kind of deal or something.
Has to be.
I don't know.
Has to be an agreement.
Bishop, I'll leave you on this one.
Okay.
Noam, that's the lady who's head of...
Christy Noam?
Yeah.
Okay.
She spent over $200 million on these ads where every time you see her, she's in a horse.
Did you see
she's
that?
Not. She's dressed up. She's dressed up like something else. Well, the person who's making the ads is a relative.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't know.
So she's making sure her friends got $200 million.
Yeah, and not only that, you know that
and watch this, man. And the LLC was formed right before the money was paid.
Okay.
Exactly. Not only that, you know, I see those ads more than you because I'm close to Mar-a-Lago.
Okay.
And a lot of those ads hit right here and not the rest of the country.
So what's the point?
They're making money.
$200 million. I heard who was that that ordered a couple jets?
The Patel, how you say his name? The
was it Cash?
FBI guy, Cash, yeah.
Yeah.
He was taking the jet to go see his lady friend.
Who was singing at, like, UFC fights?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, last time I
So you got
checked, budget, GDP,
I
but, you know,
I thought we didn't have any
wasting
money.
funds. We had no money.
I thought the whole thing about Doge was cutting out waste.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, and Carvel, I think his last name, the mouth of the South, the Democrat, he's a nut.
James
but
Carville.
Sometime on target, yes.
James Carville.
He says we're going to war so we can change the narrative in Washington. That, you know, blowing these boats up is just the beginning.
They're trying to do anything, but unfortunately for them, I don't know who's managing the flow of information, but it's a drip, and it makes it hard to defend.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, Tom, thank you for the on-the-ground report from Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Oh, great.
our correspondent down south.
Yeah. Yep.
I'll talk to you
guys
soon.
have a great weekend.
All right, now.
See you.
Bye-bye.
God bless you.
Wow.
866-743-8267, 866-743-8267. Give us a call. We'd love to talk to you this morning. So, I don't know why I forgot about the Cubans. They haven't been impacted yet? I thought they had.
Oh, no. I mean, people have been impacted, but to them, again, it goes back to we agree on these one or two things.
So what has to happen? ICE has to move into the neighborhood?
Yeah, to get them. Well, remember, but it goes back to what you said about people who felt like they got out of a certain situation and resenting those.
Okay.
Well, you heard them. Well, I got out. I came in. I got my papers.
Yeah,
How come?
You can't do that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the ground is not level.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and people tend to forget the people they had in position to help influence their process.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they say, I got in, but they didn't say if it hadn't been for so-and-so,
Yes.
it wouldn't have happened for me. Businessman, politician. So, you know, relationships are leverage
They are.
in politics, so, and in life. So,
Yeah.
you know.
But you got people who are children and grandchildren of immigrants coming against immigrants, which is insane to me.
It makes no sense.
Like your parents or your grandparents came here legally and some illegally.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying we should let anybody just come in, but
Right.
like at least have some common.
They wouldn't be here if it hadn't been for the
Thank you.
grandparents.
But there's money in grifting.
But it's not dissimilar from when I see African American men and women, mostly men, on TV, and they are emotionally supporting things that hurt African Americans as though they believe they're black but different.
Yep.
And then when something happens, very rarely you'll have an African American who's a MAGA person who will say they're making it really hard for us.
Yeah.
But what part of the platform does an African American like in this whole MAGA movement?
From what I've heard some people say, This is a small sample size.
Mm-hmm.
Was the money? Their thought was he's going to be better for business. We can get out here. We
Not
can
for
make some
them.
money. We know that. But in some of them, their own. I hate to use this word because people throw it around too much. Their own misogynistic viewpoints, which some of them are. They just could not vote for a woman. And
so you got. Is that to imply that there's more insecurity among us than we would like to admit?
Mm-hmm. Look, we saw how a black man in office drove some of them crazy. Could you imagine a black woman in office?
It would have been testing.
I've said it before. They didn't even let a white woman become president.
That's true.
So a black woman running, she already got a couple things against her in some people's eyes.
Plus her own people.
Mm-hmm.
The Hispanics just basically said they didn't want a woman as a leader, regardless of. But now,
yeah,
it's like we didn't vote for this. You absolutely did.
Yep.
Somewhere in your head,
Mm-hmm.
you thought, they, not us.
Yep.
It's like Sam Blake says, the Bible doesn't say y'all have sinned. It says all.
Yep. That's true. That's true. I heard something but I heard an interview of a Hispanic woman say this straight up. She said, when most Hispanics come to this country, we see how African Americans are treated.
Okay.
So what we do is we lose a part of our culture, a part of what we do, and align ourselves to quote unquote whiteness.
I've heard that said before.
Right?
Yes.
And she straight up said that.
Mm-hmm.
But what they're finding out is that no matter what you do to align to it, they don't care if you're from Puerto Rico, they don't care if you're from Cuba, from Venezuela. Some of them, not all, just see you're Hispanic.
There's a new flow of immigration. South Africans, not all South Africans, just white South Africans. That's the new flow.
Mm-hmm.
European. I understand there was a big deal about this Einstein visa thing this past week, which our first lady supposedly had an Einstein visa.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I thought you had to have some level of expertise or something in order to get an Einstein visa, but the president said, from what I see in news reports, allegedly said that America didn't have the talent that we needed, and they needed to import some talent because we weren't smart enough to do it.
That's what he said.
What?
We're bringing the jobs home. No, they're bringing people here to do the jobs here.
Does that sound like America first?
No, it doesn't.
And to say that we don't have the intelligence here, but Project 2025 seems to suggest that average intelligence is enough for someone they would choose to lead the government and lead the country, and that, just a competent person.
Yep.
Which, competent is a pretty broad word when it comes to...
The standard is much different.
Yeah, competent?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's competent at what?
Yeah.
All right, so anyway. 866-743-8267, 866-743-8267. Let's see here. So the shutdown. Let's move on to something else.
Okay.
All right. Because I don't get the party sometimes. I don't get Schumer and those guys.
Yeah.
But I did learn something.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter what party the politician's in. They're not going to vote against their largest supporters.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Get elected, get elected, get elected.
Yeah. So the White House won't release October's jobs and inflation report due to the shutdown.
Thank you. Thank you.
What's the shutdown got to do with it releasing the report?
They don't want to talk about how many jobs are being lost. It was last month. Amazon,
38,000 people.
Yep. UPS this month, Verizon's going to lay off about 60,000 people.
Are they?
Yeah. A bunch of companies are laying people off, and they don't want their jobs report because they know he's not going to be. He's going to say the report's a lie, but it's
Now,
your people though.
I think that people don't understand why they do that. So if I lay off, let's say I lay off 30,000 people, and those people make 40,000 a year. It's probably somewhere around $120 million, maybe more.
Mm-hmm.
And if I lay them off in the last quarter, and I pull $120 million off my bottom line, my profit looks better.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not surprised that we see these companies doing this at this time. And the other thing they're probably getting ready to make up for is whatever money they had to pay the administration to get off their backs.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's obvious if you're going to make colleges pay to get what you want, then your government contracts are no longer going to be free either.
Yep.
That's just logical to me.
Yeah.
So I'm finding that. How do you lay off thousands of people and then upset by the jobs report?
Thank you.
Is that too much logic?
No, it's simple. It's simple to me.
The government. Look, I went to participate in a conference a couple of weekends ago, and the church owns a building across the street from its complex, and it was an FDA building, and the government was renting the building. Well, the building's empty now.
Okay.
Show you about how much we're worried about saving money. Building's empty, but the government guaranteed the lease. So they're getting a couple $1 million a month for an empty building.
Yep.
But I thought we were on this save money thing.
Yeah.
And somewhere on here, I thought you said national debt is up to $38 trillion.
Yeah.
And the debt rose $1 trillion in 2 months.
The big, beautiful bill.
Where's all this fiscal responsibility?
Thank you. I was in line going to vote. We need to make sure that our kids' economic future, we're not saddling them with debt. I'm telling you, the people in front of me are having this conversation.
Really?
And I'm sitting there quiet listening. He's going to help with, utilities. He's going to negotiate with the businesses to make them, give us better rates and stuff like that. My hand to God, I am not lying.
You were listening to this conversation?
They were right in front of me.
Okay.
Literally in line.
Okay.
And that's when I said, he going to win this election. Because they were out. My polling station never had that line before at that time for a presidential election.
So what do you think they're saying now?
I spoke to a few.
Okay.
Just randomly, just for talking.
Okay.
Their view of America is more important because they're thinking in their eyes, they're thinking long term.
Okay.
If we preserve the America that we want, it's going to be better for our kids later, even if it costs us now. Because one of the farmers, it's going to hurt us now with these tariffs, but eventually it's going to bring businesses, people going to start buying more American and da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, y'all know American people. They going to go for a deal.
Every time.
Every time.
So you mean to tell me, but now the farmers are singing a different tune because they can't pay their mortgages. And lo and behold, our vice president supposedly is a part of a group that's buying up the farmland that's being lost.
They making so much money during this thing.
I wonder what their feelings are now, that they're losing their farms. Soybeans, the other countries responded.
Yep.
But you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the times in my lifetime that we invaded another country, got our butts kicked a little bit, and we're actually shocked that people just didn't roll over and go away.
Right, because we're America.
The arrogance that we have at times.
Yeah.
But getting back to what you said you're over in the conversation, how is trillions of dollars in debt a good thing?
Right.
And whose children in the future do they think are going to pay for this?
I know. Mm-hmm.
So you're saddling the future with this debt.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, you're saying it's going to be better for our children.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not unless you bring the debt down.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
A lot of this debt has to come from the fact that they gave the top 1% in this country these ridiculous tax incentives. Mm-hmm. And I just found out that there's a loophole in the tax code that they have to vote on regularly that they will not close because it benefits very high-income people.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know anything about the loophole.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it means, but I do know the capital gains is one of them.
Yeah.
But there's another one they're saying that most people don't know about.
Because, it doesn't benefit us.
No.
So, I know. And then the tariffs. Here's the thing. The tariffs is going to help make up for...
No.
And no, it's not. And we're paying for them. And you saw he's admitting...
Now
that tariffs raises prices because tariffs are a tax.
So why did we actually think every country was just going to say, okay, put 100% tariff on us, we'll still do business with you?
Yeah.
No. I'm going to someone else.
Yeah. But the American people, again, betting on people's ignorance.
Okay.
We're going to raise the tariffs up. We're going to make them negotiate with us fairly. Not realizing they're not paying the tax. We are.
And here's the other thing. So you're saying we brought in, what, $3 trillion because of the tariffs? Where'd the money go?
Thank you, because it didn't really hit the debt.
So where'd it go?
That's what everybody's trying to find out. What's going on
Because
with
it doesn't exist.
Now, he wants to send out $2,000 to people.
That's just... If that's not throwing a little sugar at you, I don't know what it is.
It is. And then the thing is now, okay, so we're taking away your health care credits for ACA. Those were on it. We're going to send everybody, we want to send everybody money for their health care. Yo, I mean, I know, y'all know. You go to the emergency room one night, you send me $5,000 for health care for the year. That joint gone the first night.
Look, most people's deductible is $2,000. Or more. Family is higher than that.
Yep.
So they're going to buy off the people's anxiety. But what is the $2,000 going to do if you take away the tax credits for ACA and my health insurance triples? You're not helping me. Even if it goes to $38,000, you give me $2,000. I still can't afford the 36.
Yep.
What are you talking about? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So,
but I was talking to an insurance guy, and one of their goals is trying to get people off. Insurances are trying to cut people off. They're finding every little reason to get you off because they don't want to. They're trying to make it for all those losses and stuff.
I didn't understand that until at one point my auto insurance company sent me a cancellation notice with my payment in their office. I'm like, what are you doing? And they were like, well, we hadn't processed it yet, and we're canceling everybody whose payment has been processed. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
One of the best things ever happened to me. My rates dropped 50%.
Okay, good.
But I'm like, how are they keeping? Who knows they're kicking money out of the door?
Yeah.
Because they can't check to see if your payment's in process yet. I thought that was ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. But they're trying to find ways, health insurance, auto, and home, trying to find ways to get you off.
Speaking of home.
Yeah.
What do you think of a 50-year mortgage?
That is ridiculous. That, to me, and with the 15-year car loan.
15 years?
Yes, we're going to make it easy on people, give them a 50-year mortgage, a 15-year car loan.
So instead of paying 3 times what the house is worth or 5 times what the car is worth, you're going to spend 10 times what the car is worth.
Yes.
And after 3 or 4 years, it'll be worth absolutely nothing.
Nothing. I'm like, in whose mind is that, well, we got to make it affordable. How about making the housing market affordable, not extending, but again, more money.
50 years of interest. So $200,000 house end up costing you $800,000
Yep.
by the time you finish paying for it?
Mm-hmm.
You don't need an A in math.
No, I know.
Okay.
I know. I hope they don't pass it, but if they do, it's going to be one of the dumbest.
People better not take that.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
50 years?
50 years. Mm-hmm. Look, when I bought my house back in the early 2000s, at the table, and they showed me this is going to be your final number after you pay it off in 30 years. I said, y'all ain't getting that much money from me.
No.
I'm going to try to pay this off early as I can.
Absolutely.
I mean, look, I'm like, I looked at the cost, how much I was buying, and how much y'all was getting on interest. I'm like, are you serious?
Unbelievable.
I'm like, y'all are crazy.
Can you imagine 50 years of that?
But most people, they're betting on people thinking immediate savings, not the long term.
It's really a banking strategy. Most business people don't understand that. Most people don't understand that in business, you can get maybe $1 million loan with a 25-year payout rather than, having to pay whatever it should be. And it just renews every 5 years.
Yeah.
And you have to go through the refinancing process, but that's how you can afford something that seems very large.
Yeah.
Is get a 5-year with a 10-year payout. So you're paying a payment like you're paying over 10 years.
Yeah.
But they're giving you a 5-year term. So we used to do it all the time in banking. So you can kind of put that loan in your budget. 5 with a 25.
Yeah.
But 50 years on a conventional mortgage.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Only people that are going to benefit from that. A, how much repairs you going to have to do in 50 years?
I know. Upgrades, everything.
Everything new. So you're going to rebuild the house, and you're going to pay for 3 houses by the time you get done.
Yep.
That ought not make sense to some people.
No,
Okay.
It doesn't.
Okay.
But I wouldn't be surprised. Sid was saying that she read that a 50-year mortgage is predicted to create a crisis like what happened in 2007.
Of course.
Yeah. Wouldn't be
Of
surprised.
course.
And talking about finances, there's talk about an AI bubble, just like we had the bubble with the .com. Because one of the companies, is genius. They create the chip, own the company that's buying the chip.
Absolutely.
To inflate the cost, to inflate the value of the company. But what happens when they can't inflate it anymore and the stock drops?
Yep.
And it seems like there are a couple of them doing this that are major AI people doing this.
Of course.
So who knows what's going to happen? But
short-term money, like 5-year money, 7-year money.
Yeah.
They're going to make a lot, but then they're going to hit a roadblock.
Yeah.
And but it happens. The cycle happens in housing, happens in tech. We saw AOL.
Yep.
Was like the biggest there was for a minute, and then AOL almost went out of business. And I mean, just you look at the cycle of technological advance.
Yep.
There are some that maintain that are at the top. There are others that grow very quickly, and then all of a sudden, boom, because they can't maintain the margins and they hit a wall of creativity.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I wonder, Pastor Nick, like this 50-year mortgage thing, you don't think they've calculated the negative effect it's going to have down the road?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I know they know.
Okay.
And it's going to be like last time.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to let this crisis happen.
Yep.
And then they're going to buy all the houses up.
Make money like crazy.
Make money losing, make money winning. It doesn't, to them, it doesn't matter.
That's called long dollars.
No. Yeah. And if Bear Stearns went out of business, right?
Yeah.
And if a Bear Stearns got out of business, Bank of America will buy them.
That's right.
So their thought is, hey, let's make hay.
All the clients come over here. Unbelievable. We are, we're all very excited. We have our night of worship tonight.
Yes.
We're inviting everyone to come and be a part of what is going to be a great celebration. Testimonies and Triumphs is our theme tonight. Our Creative Fine Arts Ministry, under the tutelage of Pastor Tyrus Bush, going to present something that includes both drama, dance, of course, music, choral singing, small group singing. It'll be almost like a musical in a church setting. They've done a tremendous job decorating the sanctuary for the right visuals. I'm looking forward to all of you coming. I'd like to invite all of you to make sure you get here. We start at 5:30 tonight. We should be done by 7:30 or so, but it will be a very, very inspirational, really faith-building testimonies of people are coming in. Those testimonies will be depicted during the service, during the event. We want you to come and be a part of our night of worship. There is no admission fee. Bring some friends with you. Enjoy a night with us beginning at 5:30 this evening. Night of worship. Triumphs from Testimonies here at Bethany Church, the Transformed Nation Church in Lindenwold, New Jersey. Look forward to seeing you tonight. We got a couple other things going on, Pastor Nick. Tomorrow, of course, is our Sunday worship. We have our virtual service at 8, and then we have our live, which you don't want to miss, at 11 a.m. We're looking forward to another mighty move of God as He has been doing incredible things in our midst for the last, ever since we opened, God's been steadily moving. This Sunday, we're getting ready to add on to what we did for our anniversary, church anniversary. We're going to add on. We're asking everyone to give at least $30 in addition to your regular tithes and offerings, because we're collecting new coats, hats, gloves, scarves for kids. We'll pray over them on the 19th at Bible study. Our Thanksgiving giveaway happens on the 22nd of this month, and that'll be at Lindenwold High School. We normally begin around, 9 a.m.?
9 a.m., yes, sir.
We'll be at Dunamis Life in Camden on that same day, November 22nd. We'll be at Fresh Oil in Camden from 9 a.m. until supplies run out. Some people make a mistake of deciding they're going to sleep in, come at 11, 12 o'clock, and you walk into great disappointment. You need to get out early so that you can, we try to do the best we can. We're going to be in 3 locations at least, and some other fellowships, of course, will be getting some supplies from us, but you want to be on site November 22nd, Lindenwold High, Dunamis Life in Camden, Fresh Oil in Camden. The effort begins at 9 a.m., and it lasts until supplies are depleted. Once again, Sunday tomorrow, $30 offering to help us buy coats, hats, gloves, scarves for children. Winter season is here. We're going to pray over those things at Bible study on the 19th. That's Wednesday coming. Our new book, Elevate, is out. We want you to get a copy of it. You can come to the website and get it. Look forward to your comments on the book. Bookstore is open today. If you need to know what we're doing, text BBC News to 28950. If you need some inspiration during the week, late at night, BBC Elevate to 28950. Now, we love praying with you. So send your prayer request to prayer@go2bethany.com. That's prayer@go2bethany.com. We'd love to touch and agree with you on your prayer requests. So we're always encouraging you to subscribe to David G. Evans 1 and BBC of NJ. Now, subscriptions don't cost you anything, but it does help us with the algorithm. So we need all of you, our supporters, those of you that are friends of the ministry, members of the ministry, subscribe to the David G. Evans 1 and BBC of NJ YouTube channels. We also invite you to subscribe to DGEMS and OnPointe. Those are our podcast platforms. Looking forward to tremendous day tomorrow. We want you to be a part of what's happening, but we also want you to be a part of what God is doing tonight at our night of worship. This will be the 3rd time this year, I believe. Second or third?
Second this year, I believe.
Or second time this year we've had night of worship. You don't want to miss it. Great plans. It'll be a great evening of inspiration, a lot of fun. It runs almost like a Broadway play, but really good. It's not new church and people out of place, not looking like they know what they're doing. We're talking lights, action, the whole 9 yards. So you'll love the night of worship and invite you to come and be with us. Well, for Pastor Nicholas Smith, I'm Bishop David G. Evans. I want you to stay strong. I want you to realize that no matter the confusion, that still small voice in the storm is the voice of God. I want you to remember that he's promised that all things are going to work together for your good if you're called according to his purpose. And his purpose is his personal interest in you. Well, for Pastor Nicholas A. Smith, I'm Bishop David G. Evans. Thank you for joining us on Point, and we will see you next time. Be strong. See you soon.